or April of 2005, there were something like 12, 15 national boards or something like that, and we've now more than doubled, or maybe tripled or even quadrupled the number of national boards. So the program really has just exploded around the world, and that to me is one sign of its value, that so many people in so many different countries are coming forward and saying, we want to get involved in this. We want to give our time and our energy to bring this program to our country. And it really is something where people give up a lot to participate in this. It's a bottom-up organization, which means that we pull on people from across all the different boards and to share ideas and to work collegially and democratically to create these syllabi and a glossary and our process definitions and so forth. And if you look at all the different boards, there's certainly well over 2,000 person years of testing experience, probably closing in on 5,000 person years of testing experience now, given how much it's grown. So it's really a spectacular collection of talent operating together voluntarily and democratically to advance the greater good of software testing. Now, let's look at the certifications quickly, just kind of review what there is, what the program consists of. There's the foundation level certification, which is entry level. There's no experience requirement for that. Basically, simple goal: ensure a broad understanding of the fundamental best practices and key concepts in software testing, and to provide a foundation for further professional growth. So that's pretty straightforward. It's not designed to leapfrog you into some senior position or anything. It's designed to give you the tools you need to be a competent tester or test leader, and to set you on a track to move on to the next level, the advanced level, which will certainly lead to more dramatic increases in your levels of skills and your understanding. Now, the syllabus, or if you prefer body of knowledge, covers 6 main areas. It covers fundamentals of testing, things like basic testing principles, the defect clustering, for example, how testing fits into various software life cycles, including sequential life cycles, agile life cycles, iterative life cycles, spiral life cycles, static testing techniques like reviews and static analysis, which are getting more interest these days, particularly in the area of security. White box and black box test design techniques. This is the basic bread and butter, the coverage analysis, code coverage analysis, and equivalence partitions, and boundary values, those sort of things. Test management, how to manage testing. Now, being a foundation level certificate, this is not explored in great depth, but the fundamental ideas of risk-based testing and bug management and organizational options and the independence of testing versus having people self-test. These are all covered. And then there's a discussion on testing tools. Now, syllabus-based training courses typically run anywhere from 3 to 5 days. We in the RBCS chose to do 4-day to give more hands-on experience so that it can be a more transformative type of event. And I would say that to anybody, no matter how you prepare for the foundation certificate, make sure that you do include enough practical real-world exercises, and get a book that includes these, or force yourself to think through them somehow, because in order to advance effectively from the foundation to the advanced level, you will need to have a good solid grasp, not just of the terminology, but application of some of the key concepts. Okay, so the advanced certification, this is the mid-level certification, and targeting about the 5-year experience level. Now, in most cases, you don't actually have to have 5 years, as you can get the advanced certification with fewer than 5 years of experience, but that's kind of the target audience. And if you haven't got the 5 years, you're probably going to struggle a little more than somebody who did. Now, what are the goals of the program? Well, we want to ensure an understanding of advanced best practices, and the key concepts in software testing by those people who are committed test professionals. And we think that somebody who's spent 5 years working as a professional tester, getting paid to test, probably has demonstrated that they are indeed a committed test professional, not someone who's just passing through. And we understand that for some people the foundation will be the only certificate they'll get because they might just have a temporary position in testing and need to get just enough knowledge to be able to work effectively. But for people who have been in the positions for 5 years, we think, okay, these are people who are actually committed now, and thus we're really targeting that type of person to give them the tools they need to be more effective, and also to support their ongoing professional growth, and put them on a track for ultimately one of the expert level certificates if that's consistent with their needs. But at the very least, make sure that they have the competencies required to be effective at what they do. Now, the syllabus, and again, you can think of, if you prefer, a body of knowledge rather than the term syllabus. There's basically 3 modules. There's the advanced behavioral testing for test analysts. That's primarily black box. There's test automation and advanced non-functional testing, like non-functional performance, reliability, those kind of things, for technical test analysts. And then there are sophisticated test management topics. Syllabus-based training courses are required to be at least 5 days for each module. I don't know of any that are longer than 5 days, but the requirement is that they consist of 5 days of total training applicable to each module, and there are 3 modules total. Now, I personally think, and many I think of the authors of the advanced syllabus would agree with me on this, that it's probably unlikely that somebody would get all 3 modules unless they happen to be someone like me, as a test consultant or test trainer who has a need for all 3. So typically, because we're talking about career branching happening at this level, we would expect that somebody would choose 1 or maybe 2 of the modules, but probably not 3. I mean, if you're a test manager, you're a test manager. That's what you do. You don't necessarily need to understand advanced test analyst techniques. And if you're a test analyst, at least while you're a test analyst, then that's what you would be focused on, is test analysis, designing and running test cases, and so forth. Now, of course, somebody might get 1 of the test analyst certifications, advanced test analyst certifications initially, and then move on to be a test manager eventually if they were to change career paths, and that's certainly consistent with the idea of the advanced program. And while the syllabus is a single document, the concepts that are covered and that are emphasized are very different, especially for the test manager versus the 2 test analyst certifications. So it's really a completely different interpretation of the syllabus. So we now have a 2007 version out, and as I said, was at a meeting in Kuala Lumpur putting together plans for the next version. That should be out 2009, later this year, or 2010. And we have exams and we have accredited training running against this version now pretty much around the world. So the advanced program is fully launched, and in the steady state, what we expect is that we'll see about at least 20% of people move from foundation on to 1 or more of the advanced, and we're hopeful that it would be more along the lines of, say, 50%. Okay, there is also an expert certification, which is starting to roll out. Now, this is for the kind of guru level person, talking about 8 or more years of experience at this point. Our goals are, we want consistent understanding and execution of proven cutting-edge techniques by seasoned test professionals. That this should be, let's make sure that the people who are the real thought leaders in the field understand the really good ideas and are able to put them into practice. We want to lead the software testing profession, and the foundation and advanced are more really collecting known best practices and putting them out there. But at the expert level, there's really more of bringing obscure gems of good ideas out into the open, and in some cases leveraging the kind of skills that we have in the ISTQB collectively to synthesize new good ideas and put them out there. Now, the expert program is a work in progress and will continue to be for many years. We're going to have things like test process improvement, test automation, security testing, test management,